guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a slightly different episode. We're not grinding, we are yapping a bit, but it's about the game and it's not about random stuff. The update. I'm sure you guys have all heard about it, you've all seen it, and you all know what's going on, but here's my personal opinion and take on honestly the stuff that has happened that is going to start driving players out of the game. I will be doing my pet tasks during this, but this is about the update and definitely not about my pet. I want to make that very clear right now. So let's start off. Obviously, we're talking about the new update. Let's start off with the good news. The new pets that are coming tomorrow, which is Friday. Depending on when you're watching this video, it won't matter. But tomorrow, on Friday, all of the new fruit owls are coming out in the supermarket. It will be a Robux pet with one of the little catch thingies, and also dragon fruit bat, dragon variant is coming out too, along with the rest of that, which is pretty great. That's also when the ladybugs will be leaving the game. So I guess in 14 hours we'll be switching those pets out with each other. And since we're right here, let's just talk about what happened with trading. We can't avoid it for that long. I fear trade stands are going to become the only way to go to know what people are trying to do. Are they trying to offer or for something in your inventory, or are they trying to get you to offer? Because if you haven't seen it, the chats have changed. You can no longer use trade chat. You can no longer use the main chat in the game. Can only chat 18 plus in trade. Must chat in regular chat if under 18. So I know what you want. You can't chat in regular chat. Either. This has screwed so many of us up, frankly. Because now when somebody trades you and you don't have a trade stand, you don't know if they're wanting to trade for something in your profile or if they're trying to get you to offer for something. Also, you can no longer do party invites, which I think was the stupidest part of this whole thing. And if you're like, oh, well, you can probably do party invites, people literally have to know why they should come to your party. And what if you're trading a tiny home, but it shows that you don't have a tiny home? Because obviously people are just going to stop coming to parties if you don't have the descriptions. Yeah, well, I don't think Adopt Me thought about that, and I think they're going to get such negative feedback about this update that they're going to change it. And I get it's like a new law or whatever, and Roblox is trying to make sure games are, the whole experience as a whole is more appropriate for the younger target audience that this app kind of has. I was going to show you guys that, and then I accidentally went into my home. I can no longer, I can't throw a party anymore. I can't. Because the thing is, am I trading another house? They wouldn't know. Am I trying to sell outfits? And I get it's also we're trying to make sure people don't get scammed, because a whole bunch of these scams take place in the houses where you can build stuff and do things like spin a wheel and pick a door and blah blah blah. Now, the good thing about the trade stands actually being in game is that if somebody wants to trade you for that thing, it'll immediately pop up when they trade you, and you don't know, and it's not bad. The bad thing about the trade stands is, in fact, let me find it here. It's 95 Robux. Trust me when I say not every Adopt Me player has the money to spend on 94 Robux. So now that, oh, here are my megas, neons, legendaries, ultra rares, rares, commons, uncommons, all of that aren't going to work. You have to specifically put what is for trade and just hope and pray, I guess. That was all of the stuff I kind of had about the update that came out most recently. When I got on, I did not realize that this update had happened, so when I went to go trade, I thought something was frankly wrong. And the ways to prove your age aren't exactly accurate either. It's, oh, we want you to show your face on the camera and move, and it's like, well, there's no possible way that could always be accurate. Obviously, I'm not going to run any tests because I don't want the system to see that I've, run that test 5 different times. I feel like it'd flag me or something. So, personally, I'm not going to try that experience because I do play on Roblox, and this is Adopt Me as just kind of my thing. Kind of. I play other games, of course, but yeah. At this point, you just kind of have to hope and pray that people show up to your parties. Oh, it's very dark in here. Not my favorite thing. We have a grind room, which is stressing me out just a little bit. I love going into people's houses, and I love seeing people's houses, but sometimes it's just like a lot for me, and that's just me personally. Like, that is on nobody in particular. So let's talk about why Adopt Me players might start to stop playing. That's what I meant to say. Here's why. First of all, we all know about the trading server update. That came out a while ago. It's not new news, right? But that caused a whole lot more people to be in a trading server, mostly rich people, or rich in Adopt Me, not like rich IRL, to be that, and generally less people joining the regular servers. But the thing is, you do need a Neon to be able to get into the trading server. Right. But the first Neon you're getting is a mouse or a camel or an ant. Something like that. It wasn't super specific, but right. So when you go and you're like, oh, I really want to trade this ant for something better. How do I intend to do this? No clue, because people aren't going to pay attention to you. Anybody trading a neon ant. See, this is what I mean by these things have changed, and it's not going in the right way, right? So you see the issue. Rich people are in trading servers. People aren't trading in regular servers because the people in regular servers are usually just trying to grind. I mean, obviously, as you can see, I am getting trade requests, but that is because I put up my stand. Right. What was the other reason that and along with this, in servers now you can no longer chat to. People aren't going to know what you're trying. Like me personally, as you know, I make a message. I always make a message and I send it out to make sure that people know that I'm trading something specific. That I'm trying to get something better and I'm trading something specific. But now, people just kind of take a little peek at my inventory. Right? you know, stuff this could cause some problems. Tell me why. Not a good start. No. Yeah, no. We got a neon. Please go back here. We got 2 neons and a weird squirrel and a whole bunch more tegus and a mega mouse. Sorry, my phone is buzzing. I feel like this generally isn't a good trade. I'm looking for legendaries for my legendary. Oh, and I went into the wrong building. Right. So you kind of see the issue. Do we maybe just a teensy wit maybe see why people are gonna stop joining altogether, because at this point there's no good way to trade effectively, right? You can trade, as you can see, but we're not talking. Like, I feel like in Adopt Me it used to be I'd meet these super nice people, and sometimes rude people too, but I'd meet these super nice people who had great profiles and stuff, and it's just it's not the same now. I feel like the Adopt Me that we used to have is changing so rapidly and so quickly, and we can't keep up with it. You have all of these new laws about depending on your age, we're going to give you a certain chance. People can't get legendaries now. The whole point of the game is essentially ruined, because the whole point is to get eggs, trade for better things from what you get from those eggs. Get money to get richer. You can decorate your house and your avatar as a fun little extra, right? And that's just simply not the case now. And it is, I'm not going to lie when I say it is extremely frustrating. Personally, trading is so hard, and trading is my favorite part. The trading is mostly why I come on here. Yeah, sure, pets are cute, and I love that. But it's not gonna work. And I bet Adopt Me has already seen some of the videos and has probably gotten complaints, and I know they're just trying to comply with the rules of Roblox, but this is not. We are actively devolving. And I get the developers and admin and stuff, they do what they have to do to make sure that their game doesn't get shut down by Roblox or whatever, and they have to comply to the, I don't want to say terms of service, because I feel like it's not terms of service, but terms of service. But they've taken the whole idea of the game, which again is get egg, get pet, trade pet for a better pet. Perhaps get more egg, make neon, in caveman terms, if you will. And now it's get pet, trade, not know what's happening at all. It is, and it does hurt my heart to say that people are going to start leaving Adopt Me. At some point, it's just going to become not worth it to have to go through the struggle of trading people. And I completely understand that. I don't think the houses and outfits and hatching eggs are enough alone for me to make me stay for so long. If they can add as many new pets as they want, they can try as many new ideas as they want, but in reality, it's just, it's not always going to work to keep players around. And I know you're like, oh, well, if you really liked Adopt Me, you would stick around. I do like Adopt Me, but I don't have the time or the energy to waste on trying to figure out how to effectively trade people, because personally, I don't have access to the chat, as you can tell. You saw it earlier. This just, in the long run, I just simply think that this is not going to work out. And I hate to say it to you, because I do really like Adopt Me. I do, and I thought I would stick by that. I like Adopt Me, and I wouldn't leave Adopt Me, but the stuff that I'm seeing coming from Adopt Me right now, the pets are cute. The new pets are cute, sure, but that's not the only part, per se, of this. I feel the pets are a little bit of like, sorry we took away chat, which is, by the way, one of the most important things. And it's just like, I don't know how long I will be able to keep up with not being able to do very basic things that definitely just a little bit necessary for the game. Of course, I'm not just gonna quit. I think it's been 3-ish days since the update, and the fact that I'm making a video on it says just about everything. Like, okay, well, that's maybe not true, because if you don't know me, you won't understand. But I'm not going to bring something up if I don't think that it's important, or if it's truly very frustrating to me. If it's not frustrating like enough to me, if I don't care enough about it, and I don't think it's going to make a large inconvenience, I'm not going to mention it. But I know personally this is going to affect not just me, but also a ton of other players who, again, this game is marketed more or less. Roblox as a whole is more or less marketed more towards children. So, of course, the whole, oh, maybe we don't do chat because they're talking with mostly strangers. Maybe we don't do trade chats because kids are gullible, blah, 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 blah. I get that. But to those of us who are not 9 years old, 10 years old, at an age where you maybe don't completely understand how serious talking to strangers can be, it's just overall, what I have to say is the new pets that are coming out are cute. I feel as though we're kind of drifting away from Adopt Me's like, oh yes, we have fantasy pets, but we also have real cute pets, or pets that are based on like real things, and now we're getting fruit owls, which is great, and if it's in those guidelines, it just feels like we're running out of options. As soon as we know it, there's going to be pets for the school and the hospital and the pet, well, there's pets in the pet shop, but they're not like based on pet shop, because there is that difference. And sure, yeah, people weren't going into the supermarket, they only went when they needed to get drinks or food. I probably should do both here soon. Anyways, give me your thoughts Do you think this update is going to end my is okay, that's not the way to say that. Are you going to go with no, that's not the way to say that. What do you think is going to happen due to this update? Will Adopt Me face its downfall like games like Royal High and Club Roblox? Because I feel like at some point Club Roblox was super popular and now it's not. And other games. But yeah, do you think it's going to be good for Adopt Me, bad for Adopt Me? Do you think the updates are great? Do you like the new pets? Do you think trading servers were a good idea? This whole thing is kind of giving Alphaba, this world seems to be devolving and even wanting to. And yes, that's a direct quote from the new song No Place Like Home from Part 2, which didn't really need to be added in my opinion, but whatever. Anyway, as somebody where I do a whole bunch of trading videos are going to get a whole lot more boring because there's no chat. Because I'm trying to show you guys A, the reality of trading, B, just me trading and, not like grinding and stuff, and yeah, and like stuff like that. And now the reality of trading is going to become the 6 emojis they've given us to use. And trade stands. And before you're like, oh, why is your house all lit up when the outside isn't? It's because of the weather. I do change the weather on my house. But yeah, do give me like your genuine and honest opinions down in the comments. I don't care how long the comment is because I read everybody's comments because I have that kind of, I don't want to say time or dedication because those just seem like not the words I want. Also, Adopt Me should add an ability to put stickers on this fridge. And like maybe like magnets, like they should add like magnets. I don't know. But also, who knows how long it'll be until we get our next update after those pets, because it does take a moment to like do all of that. I do tend to try and wave no thank you. I immediately see these and I think no, that's the current legendary. Yeah, that is no. Oh, I probably just crushed that person's hopes and dreams. I feel like a bad person, but at the same time, I meant to say no, and that that kind of bothers me. Wait. Why is there a makeup compact in the side? Holy shit. I think, update wise, that's pretty much all I had to talk about and kind of what I wanted to say because I feel like it's important that people can get their opinions out, especially about something like this, that it does in fact affect a lot of us, especially creators who make Adopt Me content and builders who build, and that's how they get their good pets. Especially if you're building a tiny home. Tiny homes are the thing, but this whole thing is just frustrating. It's very, very frustrating. And oh, I have an out of game house. Huh. Oh, I can get the expandable home mansion. I will, in fact. I feel as though this is not worth the money. I already have an expansion. And like when it is, oh, this is cool though. I do like this little moment here. Like, I already have one of the expandable houses with almost all of the expansions on it, I think. See, I would pay somebody to build it, but it would be incredibly expensive. So no. I will show you guys that. I know we've kind of gotten off track, but yeah, I own every single expansions. Okay. Anyways, I know we've kind of gotten off track, but again, I have made every single point that I planned and intended to make. So we're just gonna do a quick little house tour. Here's the main room. I was really proud of myself for this little area. Truly, very, really, very proud of myself. I no longer proud of myself for that. I'm pretty sure this is a wall. Frankly. Yep. Okay. Make it even and just turn it white. So that is okay. Look at this. We have this short little closet. Turn that into Harry Potter corner. That was actually really bad. Oh, yes, my room was in here. I really wanted a sloped roofed room, but I did not know what to do. Probably should just picked a regular room. Did we go this way? No. Okay. This was my friend's room, I believe. It was not all done. It is like a cute room. I do like the shape of the room. I think this was like our grinding room. I'm not even gonna lie to you, and I know I've gotten extremely off topic here. But again, there's really nothing else that I had intended to make comments on. There's this wing. I think if I took more time getting like used, oh, I could turn this into like a motel kind of vibe, you know? And then we have downstairs, which I do believe I did originally claim, as you can tell by the walls, and also in here, because I don't know why I was just so damn happy with that room. Anyways, I do think this would make a decent like motel house or like a little hotel house. Like you have the lobby in here, And then you have, you know, another little like area, and you have like a room in here. And the problem is a whole bunch of the rooms like connect to each other. Ugh. But I do think I don't think I have any other points. I did make the point about the builders not being able to tell what they're selling, and that we can't trade tiny homes. That would have been a good little thing, especially if they realized just simply how much people have started building in tiny homes, because we don't like big houses anymore. That used to be the thing in Adopt Me. You had the biggest house, you were the richest and the coolest person ever. Now it's, do you have a glitch house or a tiny home, and is it decorated in pastel or preppy colors, or like, do you have a theme? And it's like, okay. Anyway, those are really all of the points I had to make. Have a great day, week, month. Happy New Year. So have a good year too. Break the year's leg. Please don't actually break your leg. If it happens, let's just hope it doesn't. I'll meet you in the promised paradise we hope to reach. I think, yeah, right, Garden Snake for all of this. Okay. I'm not judging. But yeah, that's really all I had. So like I was saying, have a good day, have a good week, happy New Year, and have a great year. Come back for the next video. I'm not going to tell you to subscribe because I know you're great and you're classy. We need to do a little bonding. You need to see me on your For You page just a little bit more before you can really dedicate to having any sort of like, I don't want to say obligation because it's not an obligation. Before feeling like you have an obligation to watch my videos. Not an obligation to watch my videos, but just an obligation to subscribe or even like or turn the comments on, or not turn the comments on, turn the notifications on. As you can tell, I really suck at this whole little like ending thing. I'm gonna get it worked out. First, I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna call you guys. You know how some people will like, oh my lovelies, oh my tulips, oh my daisies. I don't know what to call you guys because I don't really have like a thing that I'm known for. Oh, my little Adopt Me's, my little pets. Oh, how sweet of you. I'm so sorry. Anyway, bye bye.